nomination of Professor Joash Ojo Omupichan, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, confirmed.
Senate confirmed Tinubu's appointment of Professor Joash Omupichan as chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Hand in hand is a collective idea, is a collaborative, and we are going to bring what we think is not thinking but local action.
Federal government vows to wipe out hunger, pledges enabling environment for food revolution.
Developing one of the most talked about artificial intelligence strategies.
Also tonight, on the future of work in Nigeria, federal government partners Google to upskill civil servants on artificial intelligence. Hello and welcome to Nta Network News. I am Juma Yusuf. I will not be reading tonight this evening. Adiola Kameka is in Lagos and she will be bringing us some reports from that axis. And Benny Adams is on business news. Benny, I hear small businesses in Nigeria are poised to roll with the big boys in the capital market. Is that right?
Sure. Give you details in the course of the bulletin.
I can't wait to hear that. And Francisca Bella is also here for sports. Francisca, what is trending in the world of sports?
Of course, the 2025 Under-17 Women's World Cup is in Morocco.
I wish our players all the best. And remember, you can watch this newscast live and on the go on all radio platforms displayed on your screen. And for our survey tonight, we want to question the primary motive to drive political defections in Nigeria, if and when the need arises. In the grand theater of Nigerian politics, the crossing of aisles is a recurring drama. But vibrant competition, personal gain or pragmatic alignment with effective governance be the driving force? Let us know what you think about political defection in Nigeria. Join us tonight on our online survey and be part. We'll begin with the legislature as the Senate has confirmed the appointment of Professor Joash Omupichan, SAN, as the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports he was confirmed after 3 hours of screening in the Red Chamber.
The nomination of Professor Joash Ojo Omupichan, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is hereby confirmed as the Chair of the Independent National Electoral Commission.
The confirmation of Professor Omupichan, SAN, as INEC chairman marks his journey into Nigeria's vast political landscape.
How will you politics are not influenced by external forces? Please, just give me step-by-step description on how you can achieve this.
What mechanism are you going to put in place to detect when such compromises occur?
What strategy will you bring the complexity of the country?
How are you going to distinguish between this? Between loyalty, independence, respect, and patriotism?
We have less than 30 million people voting. Are you going to build the confidence in people?
There are various schools of thought. If this conduct of elections at the local government level is transferred to the Independent National Electoral Commission, there will be transparency.
Your predecessors introduced the use of lecturers as collation officers. And I think it was based on some assumption that to be an academic as people from ivory towers, be free from the day-to-day biases of the ordinary man. In Edo State, 2 lecturers have been convicted for changing 100 to 1,100.
The professor of law, whose 3 decades of career was in the academic environment, told lawmakers at the screening that he will improve on the achievements recorded over the years with regards to transparency and accountability in the country's electoral system.
One of the things that we have to do is to work internal mechanism that we can use to trail the behavior of humans. In the first place, I'm taking this position on trust, and the people who I'm going to work with, they must also appreciate the fact that they are there on trust.
Professor Mupiton is the 6th chairman of the commission since the democracy in 1999. Senate plenary featured the defection of Senator Benson Komboe, representing Bayelsa Central, from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, Nta News.
And earlier today at the House of Representatives, a special valedictory session was held in honor of late former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nta Network. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, described the late former Speaker as one of several presiding officers who strengthened Nigeria's legislature through integrity rather than ambition. National Assembly correspondent Nta Network News.
It was a solemn occasion with the body of the late former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nta Network, lying in state at the foyer of the National Assembly complex. At a young age of 6, Nta Network presided as Speaker of the House of Representatives between 1992 and 1993, and parliamentarians in this special valedictory session eulogized him as a principled advocate of the who contributed immensely in the moral compass of the legislature.
He upheld the sanctity of this House and demonstrated that even in turbulent periods, legislative order can be preserved.
When the military enacted a decree that limited the powers of the House, Honorable Nta, as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, not only preach the gospel of that cause and practicalize it by standing firmly against that obnoxious and draconian decree.
Even when the military struck on November 17, 1993, Right Honorable Nta was determined to represent the...
He will be remembered by the things he handed out to others and by the lives he touched.
He asked the federal government to name a national monument after this former Speaker.
Our National Assembly then had many entitlements that the government should settle.
We are comforted by the very kind words that have been said about him today.
As the House adjourns plenary for the day to honor the former Speaker who died in July this year, his homeward journey terminates with funeral rites at his country home in Anambra State. From the National Assembly, Nta Network, Nta News.
Now to other news. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Idris, has acknowledged that the partnership between the federal government and the Borno State government in the aviation sector is crucial, with the potential to impact the economy positively. The minister was in Maiduguri and visited completed and ongoing federal and state government projects. Let's take a listen to Saliu Akwanara's report.
Borno State is one of the gateways to neighboring countries in the continent like Cameroon, Chad, and Niger, with a high record of intra-continental trade. To boost global businesses and stimulate Nigeria's agenda for economic growth and job, the General Muhammadu Buhari International Airport in Maiduguri is being repositioned for enhanced service delivery.
This facility that we are standing here is actually a federal government facility, but because of the cooperation between the federal government and the subnational, the state government asked for, and the federal government approved, that they can also extend this facility to have an international wing, so that truly Maiduguri Airport or Muhammadu Buhari Airport can truly be a national airport. We have just gone around to see the facilities, with all of you. It's really remarkable what we have seen, and I think that what government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the subnationals are really working for the people of Nigeria, and we will continue to do that.
The synergy between federal government and Borno State also impact the road infrastructure with the construction of new flyovers. The government image promoter assured that Renewed Hope government is deliberate in providing developmental projects across the country. In Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says robust partnerships built on shared values can promote stronger health system, expand access to education, and offer hope to families across Nigeria. She was speaking at the 12th edition of the First Ladies Initiative Committee meeting in Banjul, Gambia. State House correspondent Adeni reports.
Again, MEC Foundation brought together African First Ladies, their convergence in Banjul, Gambia, to explore their shared vision for a healthier, better educated, and more empowered continent.
My commitment is driven through the Renewed Hope Initiative.
Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has taken major strides in this regard through our pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative, and at the meeting, she highlighted interventions in the health sector, including the donation of $2 million to support advocacy and treatment for cervical cancer and tuberculosis as part of its commitment to eliminating both diseases by 2030. She recalled similar impact in the sector with the provision of annual scholarships to 47 indigent consecutive. According to the First Lady, these collaborations have continued to yield success across the nook and crannies of Nigeria.
We are glad to inform this gathering that we were awarded 71 scholarships, and we appreciate MEC Foundation for the education which aligns perfectly with our RHI goals of promoting access to education for all, especially the girl child. And for medical scholarship with MEC, scholarships have been awarded to Nigerian doctors in critical and underserved medical specialties, an increase of 19 scholarships since our last committee meeting. I'm looking forward to how we can expand our collaboration. The more I understand the great work you have been doing, and the more I begin to appreciate our collaboration.
Our ambition is to reach more people, transform more lives, and build more connections across sectors, nations, and generations.
So on children and young people, awareness about cancer, which is very, very, very critical and important, especially for children, because it's curable. Children cancer is curable, so it is preventable, curable, so we need to have awareness about it.
First ladies from African countries making presentations on key interventions bordering on women and children's health and education. Adeni Itaiwo, NTA News.
And now to education. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, has called on all accredited tertiary institutions across the country to update and upload the records of their students, both returning and newly admitted, on the NELFund Student Verification Portal. A statement by the Director of Strategic Communications, Oseyemi Oluwatoyin, explains that only students whose details have been duly uploaded and verified through their respective institutions will be eligible to apply and benefit from the loan scheme. The statement further notes that are expected to ensure that each student's data is accurately captured and uploaded using the admission number or any other unique and verifiable identifier. According to NELFund, the exercise is aimed at ensuring a seamless verification and loan application process once the portal opens for the 2025-2026 academic session. And still on tertiary education, the Federal Ministry of Education has issued a strong denial against a false report circulating in the media, which claimed that the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, required for university and polytechnic admissions in Nigeria. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maharouf Tunji Alausa, categorically stated that the publication is baseless and did not originate from the ministry, affirming that the established admission process remains fully operational. The ministry also reaffirmed that JAMB remains the statutory and legally empowered body for conducting entrance examinations and coordinating admissions. Dr. Alausa emphasized the ministry's unwavering collaboration with JAMB to uphold the integrity of the admission system and urged the public, including students and parents, to disregard the misinformation and rely solely on official communication channels for accurate updates. The Association of Nigerian Students distanced itself from the planned Free Nnamdi Kanu protest allegedly organized by Omoele Sowore, claims false and a malicious attempt to drag the student body into political controversy. The group says that the matter of Nnamdi Kanu is a legal issue before a competent court, emphasizing its commitment to the rule of law and peaceful engagement to take a partisan position. The association warned guardians to caution their children against being used by selfish politicians, the public and security agencies to disregard any messages claiming NAN's involvement in the protest, reaffirming its focus on education and national unity.
Any protest organized or influenced by Omoyele Sowore or any other political motivated group or individual, the entire claim is false, mysterious and designed to drag the name of our noble association into political controversies that do not align with our mandate as a student body. As the umbrella body representing all Nigerian students, both home and abroad, we believe strongly in the role of law, due process, and peaceful engagement.
We'll take a break. The news continues in a moment. Don't go away.
Get ready, Nigeria. The world is coming to Abuja,
where Africa meets the world.
On Monday, 20th October 2025.
The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, hosts the national unveiling of the World Public Relations Forum, WPR 26, by the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, FNIPR.
Hear the veterans speak.
This is an unveiling. It's the dawn of a new narrative.
This is a call to responsible communication, the voice of the world.
Join industry partners as we officially kick off registration. Come witness the birth of a historic global conversation.
Monday, 20th October 2025.
To 2 p.m.
Live at the Banquet Hall, NAF Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria.
Be part of the movement.
The World Public Relations Forum, Abuja 20. Biggest, brightest, and boldest. No wahala.
Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria. We empower students to become leaders in their fields.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities.
With a diverse student body from around the globe, we foster a rich cultural experience. From science and technology to business and the arts, our programs are designed to push the boundaries of knowledge, ensuring that you stay ahead in the competitive world.
From the lectures received to the practicals,
we learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital. Advancing healthcare, education goes beyond the classroom. Med University Kano, the education legacy is extended beyond Abuja. Your journey to success starts here.
By now, it is safe to say that we have led the revolution in education in Nigeria.
Apply today and take your first step toward an extraordinary future. Bayes University.
Get ready for history in the making. The Honorable Chief Commissioner, Public Complaints Commission, Honorable Bashir Abubakar, MSR.
On the 21st of October 2025, will host the Global Ombudsman Summit, marking the 50th anniversary of the Public Complaints Commission.
With the theme, Effective Ombudsman's Institution, Catalyst for Good Governance. This event will bring together leaders, policymakers, and ombudsman's institutions from around the world.
Join us at the Ladi Kwali Conference Center, Abuja Continental Hotel, Abuja, as we celebrate 5 decades of fairness, justice, and accountability.
The summit begins at 10 a.m.
Special guest of honor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Guest of honor, the Senate President, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, Speaker Tajudeen. 2025 Global Ombudsman Summit, celebrating 50 years of service, sustaining a lifetime of justice.
Abwad hereby announces NAFDAC approvals for 4 Abwad products. Abwad Herbal Virucidin Immune Booster and Antioxidant. Abwad Health Animation Capsule Herbal Remedy Oxidant. Abma Capsule to manage conditions and Ab roasted cashew nuts. Thanks to Abwad scientists and the industrial park for the success of the 3 medications and a food product, all with NAFDAC approvals. For inquiries on distribution, please call 080-395-24453, 080-6510-9823, and 091-2230-7113. Email abfarmer.parenteral@gmail.com or industrialpark@abwad.edu.ng. Abwad, a vision in action.
Mister, calm down now. Now the babe they look, we don't be me they look am. I don't be the close eyes they work now. What thing they do you? Talk to Kola. But she don't believe that she be my only babe. Hello, BC. Ha, she don't cut follow. No, don't now. What's happened now? Now so she they do. She go say make I no follow babe. Talk, make I no look babe. Impossible. Bro, calm down now. Don't mind them. I go call you for phone. No. Hello. Make I no lie you. That babe dead. She fine. I even call her number. We even come up, but we don't do anything, we just dance.
Bros, what's with that?
Free on Glow Talk Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 50 megabytes of data. Free. Dial *606#. New customers also enjoy a welcome bonus. Glow Unlimited.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
You're watching Nta Network News, and let's bring you up to speed with other news. Innovation and Digital Economy, Google, and the Global Training Academy, a political upscaling artificial intelligence skills of civil servants. Now, this is for enhanced productivity in a push towards achieving the present administration's mandate of growing the economy. Chidima Ndubisi reports that the government has launched an AI campus in Abuja, engaging heads of government establishments to drive AI adoption across public offices.
Colleague Musa here, news correspondent, and sometimes he will need to analyze and compare some data of some to meet up with certain news bulletins. That could be tasking, but with the help of AI tools, the task becomes easier.
Imagine drafting memos, managing data tasks in record time, providing government services that run beyond office hours. That's part of benefits that abound in deepening use of AI, artificial intelligence in workplaces, and that's where the nation's public service is headed. Tools and prompts to get required results. That's why the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, with the support of Google and Apolitical, is building skills of civil servants on AI tools. I pointed to Nigerian government's efforts in prioritizing the use of AI for increased productivity and economic growth.
By developing one of the most talked about artificial intelligence strategies on the African continent, by ensuring that we're investing in training talent, being the first African country to release the government-backed.
How can we build that value chain whereby
even with the kind of connection that you have, how can you rely on the access that somebody else has and use the wisdom and intelligence from their experience with AI and other technologies to enhance your own life?
Think about it in terms of time, time saved, time used more efficiently, but also in terms of tasks. I think that certain tasks will disappear, will go to AI and they will do them, but that's not the same as jobs disappearing.
Workers who master AI tools can even use creating innovations. In Abuja, Chimdema Ndubisi, NTA News.
The federal government is assured of an enabling environment for massive food production in its bid to eradicate hunger and malnutrition in the country. The Ministers of Agriculture and Food Security and that of Livestock Development gave the assurance when they joined farmers in commemorating the 2025 World Food Day. Musa Baba Aliu reports.
It's an international observance held on 16th October every year to promote food security and raise awareness. This awareness campaign inspired work in the federal. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Aliu Sabi Abdullahi and the Minister of Livestock Development Tari Idime, alongside development partners including the FAO, participated in the event. The theme for this year's common is hand in hand for better food and a better future.
Hand in hand is a collective idea, is a collaborative idea, and we are going to bring what we think is global thinking but local action. And the action we bring today will help us to deliver on this better food and a better future.
As we celebrate World Food Today, let us remember the vital role that livestock play in our journey towards a food-secure world. Let us work hand in hand, governments, the private sector, development partners, and the communities to invest in and support the livestock.
A recent survey indicates that Nigeria is becoming more food secure with and food inflation decreasing nationwide. In Abuja, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And to judicial matters, the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN has clarified that no inmates have yet been released under the recent presidential clemency exercise, stating that the process is currently in its final administrative stage. This phase involves a standard meticulous review of the approved list to ensure full compliance with all legal and procedural requirements before any official instrument of release is issued to the Comptroller General of Corrections. Fagbemi emphasized that this verification protocol reflects the government's commitment to due diligence and transparency, while also appreciating the public's vigilance on the matter. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is expected to open his defense in the 8-count charge bordering on alleged terrorism on October 23, 2025. Now, this followed the submission of the Nigerian Medical Association's panel appointed by the court, which declared Nnamdi Kanu medical to face his trial. Dele Atumbi of our Judiciary Desk reports.
The Federal High Court ordered panel of the Nigerian Medical Association has declared that the health condition of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is not life-threatening. The presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, ordered the medical assessment amid conflicting reports from doctors representing the prosecution and the defense. The panel's findings submitted to the court on October 13, 2025 by the prosecution team led by Aligboyega Awomolo SAN and partly read during Thursday proceedings confirmed that Kanu is medically fit to stand trial. With no objections from the prosecution and defense counsel, Justice Omotosho ruled that the trial would continue. The trial judge also granted Nnamdi Kanu 6 consecutive days starting from October 23, 2025 to present and conclude his defense. The court equally granted the request by Kanu's lead counsel, Kanu Agabi, SAN, to allow private consultations between the defendant and his legal team outside the premises of the Department of State Services, citing fair could be recorded and monitored. The judge directed that the private consultations take place in the courtroom on October 22 from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, with only Kanu and his counsel present. The trial will resume on October 23, 2025. Abuja, Daily Atumbi, Nta News.
Candidates of the various political parties jostling for the #1 seat in Anambra State have intensified their grassroots campaigns and mobilization ahead of the November 8 governorship election. Uchenna Nwekoyo tells us more.
The candidate of the All Progressives, Grand Alliance APGA, and the governor of the Chukwuma Soludo has continued his community tour, where he promised the electorates that if allowed to continue with another term of 4 years, Anambra would meet her desired goal of becoming the best state in global map.
Without all the local governments and most communities touched one way or the other, these past 3 years we still have not borrowed one kobo.
In the meantime, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Prince running mate Senator Uche Kunife, believed that if given the opportunity, a lot more will be done in improving the infrastructure and security of lives and property in the state. In another development, the candidate of the Action AA, Comrade Jeff Nweke, said if elected, improving the well-being of the masses will be his top priority.
What we want is quality education. What we want is quality infrastructure.
In Onitsha, Uchenna Nwekoyo, and
we'll take a pause from here in Abuja to join Adiola in our Lagos studio for more news from that axis. Hello, Adiola.
Jumai for joining us in Lagos. To create a conducive business environment for auto assembly plants in Nigeria, the House of Representatives has pledged its support to encourage innovation and improve productivity through legislation. Chairman House Committee on Industry made the pledge during the committee's visits to some auto and assembly plants in Lagos. Ime Udori reports that it is part of the committee's oversight function to assess the state of the automotive industry in Nigeria. Her report is here presented.
Determined to drive innovation, advance local assembly, and empower the nation's automotive sector, this visit is an important step in aligning legislative support with the needs of the industry and area of intervention. The House Committee, its chairman, Enitan Dolapo Badru, toured 3 facilities in Lagos known for the assembly and fabrication of vehicles, motorbikes, and tricycles.
A time when they did the purchase, but where would they get money to pay 37% or 38% or even 24% as interest rates? We need to work on this, work through the central bank, work through all the banks, work through the even the regulators and the assemblers.
The need to regulate policies for the growth of the country's automotive to position Nigeria as a leading automotive manufacturing nation with international standards was emphasized.
We've seen the increment in number of labor, the employment compared to what it has been, then they are increasing. And hope, and we are working with them that things will get better. On our own part, we are supporting them with policy.
It is hoped that the visit will help to evaluate the current state of the automotive industry in Nigeria with potential policy recommendations to boost the industry's growth.
The head of the Civil Service of the Federation has called on all federal civil servants to embrace the newly introduced digital initiatives and platforms to enable them deliver on national development goals. Didi Wilson-Jack stated this while interacting with federal civil servants in Lagos. Larry Bileyi has details.
the understanding that the greatest asset of any civil service lies in its people first informed the visit of the head of civil service of the Federation to Lagos State. She described the visit as more than just checking on the infrastructure, but reaffirming the service resolve to create an enabling environment where civil servants can thrive and deliver quality service to Nigerians. Didi Walson-Jack stated further that it is also an opportunity to emphasize the goal of digitization of reform in the Federal Civil Service Implementation Plan 25.
We're actually undergoing a digital transformation in the Federal Civil Service, and one of the things that we're saying is that by 31st December 2025, the Federal Civil Service would go paperless. We recently introduced several digital tools to help civil servants to deliver better quality service.
The head of the Federation also revealed that there is an Civil Service Academy, a learning platform offering online training modules and professional development courses. She urged civil servants to embrace the digital civil service that promises to entrench new excellence and accountability. In Lagos, Larry Bilei, Nta News.
And we are done with our contributions from Lagos. The network news will continue after this break.
Awesome! There's always more with Mr. Chef. In the Mr. Chef Extra Jar promo, buy the 100 10 free cubes. Buy the 50 cubes pack, get 5 free cubes. Available in beef, chicken, meat spices, and all-purpose variants.
The game is changing. Businesses are serving every consumer.
Yes, every business must play fair and deliver what they never promise the world and deliver a village. FCCPC, promoting choice, ensuring fair.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to...
The only tomato paste manufacturer. National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness. Eat healthy to live longer. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supramalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
Supramalt has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, overall health and wellness. One Supramalt in vitality improves your mental performance and supports your immunity.
My morning ritual starts here, surrounded by life-made furniture. From my wardrobe to my bed, life-made furniture's whole house customization designs every piece to perfection. That's in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Ibadan, and Kano. There's life-made furniture.
For a whole house customization and furniture projects, call 081 2000 6000 or visit elifemade.com. LifeMade, your life made forever.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, transfer.
Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as your banker. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made
when malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on, malaria gone.
Awesome! There's always more with Mr. Chef in the Mr. Chef promo. Buy the 100 cubes pack, get 10 free cubes. Buy the 50 cubes pack, get 5 free cubes. Available in beef, chicken, mixed spices, and all-purpose variants.
The world needs moms. With a splash of golden Nta oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feud. A whistle, providing tasty family meals. Moms, there is love. Golden Nta oil, pour pure love.
Good to know you're here, and it's our time we talk business. We start by telling you that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDEN, are working towards listing more than 1,000 SMEs on the capital market, as well as ensuring to long-term financing from the capital market. The partnership is designed to create alternative sources of capital for the country's more than 40 micro, small and medium enterprises, helping them grow, creating jobs and contributing to the federal government $1 trillion economy target. Director of the SEC, Dr. Momotimi Agama, believes it would open new funding routes for SMEs and integrate them into the capital market ecosystem. While Charles O.D. of SMEDEN believes the partnership would enable small businesses to overcome the high cost and scarcity of capital by leveraging the capital market. The agreement between the two agencies seeks to deepen the integration of SMEs into the formal financial system and help them meet regulatory and governance standards required for the market participation. The MOU further provides for the establishment of a joint working group to monitor the implementation. And a quick look at the market, talking about the Nigerian stock market. At this time, the market maintained its upward trajectory on Thursday, marking a second consecutive gain as the all share index advanced 148,355.04 basis points, 147,742.22 basis. At South African market actually gained with 1.43%, while the Tunisia Tune Index is still in red, talking about BS are still there for investors to take advantage of. That is it on business at this time. Jumai, from here.
Thank you so much, Benny. We'll take another break. We'll be right back.
But why? No, see, say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic. Get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Gold.
Use Nta Gold for the rich consistency your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Nta Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
Milo 3 and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup. which helps to nourish your kids.
My mama no lie, yo. Plus everything combined, oh. Everything combined, oh. Oh, boga just the arrival. She tell me say nah, Devon King, so yeah, all she dey use fry, oh. Yeah. Now why did you love it this sweet like this? The chicken in the crisp like this. Fry the plantain.
Introducing the new Devon King's soya vegetable oil, available in stores near you.
Wow! Awesome! Always more with Mr. Chef in the Mr. Chef Extra Jar promo. Buy the 100 cubes pack, get 10 free cubes. Buy the 50 cubes pack, get 5 free cubes. Available in beef, chicken, mixed spices, and all-purpose variants.
Nivea Black and White Deodorant, now with 72-hour protection. But what does that mean? 3 cities in 3 days, and no fear of sweat and odor. 120 dances, with skin as smooth as the moon. Sweat, stain, and odor protection. Nivea Black and White Deodorant. Skin is for embracing life. Nivea is for skin.
TerraCube, unwrap joy, unleash taste.
What food do you need?
Guys, food is ready.
Cook to impress.
You're welcome back. Nigeria's health sector coordinating office is meeting with international donors at World Bank meetings ahead of Nigeria's joint annual review summit in November. National coordinator of Nigeria's health sector-wide approach office, Dr. Nta Umar Sadiq, says the government is set to convene a meeting next month of local, state and federal health officials, as well as multilateral institutions, international donors and civil society organizations to conduct a joint review of health sector performance in Nigeria. The coordinator was speaking at a breakfast fundraising meeting with officials from the Global Financing Fund at the 2025 annual meeting of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund in Washington, D.C. Dr. Umar Sadiq further noted that significant new investments in the sector are aimed at reducing maternal mortality, protecting women from health crisis, and building up Nigeria's health infrastructure.
And understand how to align and build the right partnerships to accelerate our ability to crash maternal and neonatal mortality.
Now, Nigeria's pension scheme is expected to continually implement best practices that ensure speedy access to retirement benefits, which is also an affirmation of the right of Nigerians to comprehensive retirement plans. To this end, the nation's Pension Commission has organized a workshop for PENCOM DEX officers and pensioners of federal government MDAs. Larry Bele has details.
Introduced in 2004 through the Pension Reform Act, the nation's pension scheme has been an anchor for Nigerian workers. To be more effective in service delivery, PENCOM, in conjunction with National Salaries Commission, communicated to critical stakeholders key interventions introduced to make pension scheme a haven for Nigerian retirees.
There are two exercises that have been lined up. One is the normal enrollment process on a yearly basis. The second one is the enrollment process that we are trying to do. And what does that entail? Every public service who served before the implementation of the Pension Reform Act of 2000, we want to take a one-time.
We also offered PENCOM desk officers to have that the PENCOM is introducing to them for a seamless enrollment of retirees.
It makes the work faster for us. We upload what we need to upload on the portal.
The scheme has also introduced strong pension administrators. The workshop also aims to deepen trust, bolster ties, and review retirement process to make it more efficient. In Lagos, Larry Bilayi, Nta News.
And Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi has flagged off a livelihood empowerment program pegged at nearly 1 billion naira, targeting beneficiaries in Dutse and Gagarawa local government areas of the state. Muhammad Musa Askira reports that the initiative also featured the distribution of school materials with the aim of attracting at least 1,000 Fulani children back to the classroom at Gagarawa.
Empowerment exercise, which took place in Dutse and Gagarawa, featured the distribution of various livelihood support items, including 17 commercial vehicles, motorcycles, bicycles, sewing machines, grinding machines, power generators, cold rooms and photographic equipment. Also distributed were food items and marriage support materials, crowned up by the commissioning of a large capacity conference hall and Hajia Mariam Namadi Memorial School, all designed to promote self-reliance and improve the standard of living among residents in the two local government areas. Governor Umar Namadi commended local government chairmen and legislators in the state who support the implementation of his administration's 12-point agenda. The state government has remained steadfast in transforming Jigawa into a more economically viable state, while citizens' livelihoods continue to improve through inclusive development and empowerment initiatives.
In the Gagara local government today, there is no opposition. Everybody is with the local government chairman. Everybody is supporting him. Everybody is praying for him. And we can see what he has done today for his people. You can see that I have commissioned at least about 3 different projects. Now he has extended light from the substation to the Gagara local government headquarters, where they have light 24 hours. And that is why we have promised to come in and put in small-scale industries that will allow the people to earn income and will also for the utilization of that power.
Across communities in Jigawa, residents turned out in large numbers, chanting 4+4, a slogan signifying continuity and appreciation for the good governance and leadership demonstrated by both Governor Namadi and President Tinubu. Muhammad Musa Askira, Nta News.
And sport is up next with Francisca. Francisca, what's happening in the world of sports? I believe we wish Nigerians all the best.
Of course, there's a lot happening in the world of sports, but let's begin with hockey. President of the Nigerian Hockey Federation, Simon Nkam, has been elected to the executive board of the African Hockey Federation during its 25th Ordinary Congress held in Ismailia, Egypt. The high-profile event brought together top hockey administrators with election as a recognition of his unwavering dedication and remarkable contributions to the growth and development of hockey in Nigeria and beyond. In his remarks, Nta expressed profound gratitude for the confidence in his and pledged service in advancing the sport across Africa. To football, Rivers United are in Mozambique for the first leg of their CAF Champions League second round clash against Black Bulls. The encounter is built for the Cambodia ABB Stadium in Maputo on Saturday, 18th October, while the return leg will hold at the Goswell Akpabio Stadium in Uyo next week. Meanwhile, back in Nigeria, league champions Remo welcome South Africa giant Mamelodi Sundowns also on.
Into the group stages, rest more on Rivers United as opposed to Remo Stars, because really the game against Mamelodi Sundowns, those players played with the Bafana. They are not much rusty, their experience so it's going to be a problem for Remo.
In another development, the Atlas Lions of Morocco will now face Argentina in semi-final of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup after Matthew Silvetti's goal helped the South Americans edge past Colombia 1-0 in the second semi-final. Africa will be watching with pride as Morocco chase history in the championship match. Morocco made history by becoming only the third African nation to reach the FIFA Under-20 World Cup final, following in the footsteps of Ghana and Nigeria. The North Africans on Wednesday recorded a dramatic 5-4 penalty shootout, following a tense 1-0 draw after extra time. That is it on sport. Is back to you, Jemai.
Thank you, Francisca. And now to our side, we ask you, what do you think should drive defections by politicians across Nigerian parties if the need arises? Now, 43% of our respondents stick to ambition, while 31.8% chose party ideology, and another 15.9% chose successes of the ruling party, and 9% ticked internal party crisis. And just before we go, Governor Umar Namadi of Jigawa State appears to have set new standards in leadership and governance, and a preponderance of unprecedented achievements. From Gwaram to Roni, Guri to Taura, indigenes of Jigawa are acknowledging the inclusive governance and developmental strides, renewing hopes and raising confidence in government. Join us on the Nta Network service tonight for a full package of documentary that all the governor's achievements so far in Jigawa State. The broadcast immediately after the network news. And that's network news for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. On behalf of the crew, good night.
Is inherently harmless. It becomes